I'm going to read one more piece of reporting from the New York Times from Peter's colleagues, who write this: having long fashioned themselves as a party of law and order, Republicans have been startled by the speed and extent to which public opinion has shifted under their feet in recent days after the killing of unarmed Black Americans by the police and the protests that have followed. The abrupt turn has placed them on the defensive. I mean, what did they think was going to ensue, Steve Schmidt?
Well, the obtuseness is extraordinary. The idea that, well, we'll solve this issue politically by going to talk to the only Black senator because he'll have a particular wisdom that eludes all of us as we sit and we observe this moment. It was remarkable that all the Republican senators went into the Senate lunch shortly after the Trump ordering of the attack on Lafayette Square, when he did his walk across to St. John's to desecrate the Bible. They didn't even talk about any of this in the Senate lunch. The subject didn't come up. I mean, they couldn't be more out of touch if they were doing their Senate work from a space station. It's as if they're on a different planet, that they are so disconnected from what's happening in the country. And so when we talk about law and order, we should understand what that means. It doesn't mean justice. Right? Law and order is not what we saw in Lafayette Square when innocent protesters asserting their constitutionally protected rights were assaulted and attacked by the police. So much of the chaos we've seen on the streets has been the chaos of the state exercising violence against the citizens. And so when we look at this moment all across the country, I think people are saying we've had enough of militarized police departments. Is that we want to see policemen and women dressed like they're in Mayberry, not that they're in Fallujah, with the combat boots bloused into the pants, the tactical gear, all of it. When the American people saw the injustice of a man's life being snuffed out over 8 minutes with a knee on his neck, it was as if the whole country finally in this catalytic moment said, enough is enough. This isn't a conversation about law and order. It's a conversation about justice. And when Trump talks about law and order, it's the law and order of Bull Connor. It's the law and order of police dogs and vicious dogs in domination of the streets. That's not law and order. The people who crave law and order are the people on the streets protesting for justice.
Steve Schmidt, thank you for being you.